You know all the principles. You've read the books, you've watched the videos, you've practiced presence, and you've probably even tracked your thoughts like a hawk. But something's not working. Why do old emotions and doubts sneak back in no matter what you do? It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because your nervous system is processing massive amounts of information that most people on the planet don't even notice. And until you work with that sensitivity instead of against it, your results will always feel like being in stop and go traffic. So let's decode what's really going on behind all that stop and go traffic and how to get you in flow so that you get results and that life feels easy. If you're a highly sensitive person or an empath, you just don't feel emotions. You sense frequencies. You walk into a room and you can feel the tension. You sense what's off in a person's energy before they say one word. And here's the thing. You feel all this before your mind even has language for it. You feel at a frequency level, and then your mind has to catch up. That's not being too sensitive. That's advanced awareness. But here's the thing. Your body still has to process all that data. So when you're trying to hold a clear vision of what you'd like to experience in your life, your body is still scanning. It's still processing. And your mind has no idea what's happening. You might be processing everyone else's static. You might be processing what other people are feeling. It's not that your focus is weak. It's that you're running a higher bandwidth than most people even realize exists. You're not scattered. You're saturated, trying to process beneath this mental level all these other things that are happening. And when you start to see that as an exquisite design, not a default or a sentence, everything starts to change. Let's bring in some science for a second. When life feels uncertain, the brain's reward chemical, dopamine, drops. And for highly sensitive people, for empaths, it hits us harder. And what is uncertainty? Well, you're trying to change your life. You're wanting different results. Our brains love familiarity, so any change is uncertainty. Our brains don't like change. Our brains want to predict what's happening next. So the moment you feel unknown energy, your system looks for something familiar. It might be fear, it might be doubt, or looping into a story like, oh, this is why I feel this way. Every time you feel that uncertainty with something familiar, like checking your phone or worry, anxiety, or could be, I can't get this right, what's going wrong? What you're really doing is recreating the past. It's not sabotage, it's safety. The body is wired to survive, not evolve. But your awareness, that's here to evolve. This is where most manifestation teachings fall apart or don't work for us as highly sensitive people. They focus on thought, but they ignore the part about the nervous system trying to keep us safe. This is where most manifestation teachings fall apart. They ignore the nervous system that always tries to pull us back into what it knows. It's trying to protect us from the unknown. Even when the unknown is amazing, even when the unknown is exactly what you would love in your life, the work isn't to focus on positivity or to push feelings down. It's how to hold that gap of uncertainty before closing it down too soon. So how do you actually shift from absorbing energy, everyone else's energy, the world's energy, to architecting your reality? It starts with steadiness, not speed, not forcing. When you can sit in uncertainty before grabbing your phone, before checking email, before doing what you normally do, perhaps telling a story about why you feel the way you feel. When you can just sit in that uncertainty, your dopamine, your feel good chemical in the brain starts to rebalance itself. Your field organizes. Your field, which is the energy that you emit and which you are in the center of. Creation happens when your chemistry and your consciousness sync up. That's what I call coherence, not a fancy word. It's just you sending a clear signal to the field of this is what I'm calling in. Let's try something simple. Put one hand on your heart, the other hand on your belly, and when you breathe in, I feel. Breathe out, I choose. Just do that a couple times. I feel, I choose. On the out breath, one more time. Notice how your awareness shifts from out there to in here. This is the moment that your body stops broadcasting. This is the moment that your body stops scanning for danger and starts broadcasting possibility. So if manifestation has felt hard and all the things that you've done haven't worked, you're not doing anything wrong. You're actually doing the very thing that you're here to do as a highly sensitive person. You're here to process more information. When you stop fighting that sensitivity and start using it and come home to your body, then things start to flow. Creation becomes easy, like breathing. That's when the field starts responding because you're sending out a clear signal with no doubt at all in it. I'm Wanda Vitale. I'm a certified life coach and I'm an empath. I'm a highly sensitive person. And I truly understand how difficult it can be to find information that is for people like us because we're only about 20% of the population. And most empaths have been led to believe that it's trauma, but it isn't. It's our drastically different architecture and our design. If this video resonated, I'd love to hear your comments below. And if you think someone would benefit from this, please share and, of course, subscribe. And remember, you're here to stop reacting and to step into your power as an empath, as a highly sensitive person, and start architecting a new reality. And that's exactly what I cover in the videos that I share every week. Thanks so much for listening.